Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to Indigo Nights by Tamino. This is now my second time on the channel reacting to him. My first reaction was to Habibi, which I definitely encourage you guys to go check out. Pretty much I had immediate tears hearing just how beautiful A, his voice was, and B, the melody was, and then C, how good the lyrics are, and then D, the guitar playing with it all. It was just a 10 out of 10 performance, and I'm super excited to be hearing more from him today. This is a special request coming from Sage the Groovy. So thank you very much, Sage, for bringing more Tamino to the channel and for knowing exactly what I'm gonna like. Anyways, let's jump into this one. And after we hear the song, we're going to do a lyrical analysis too, so stay tuned for that.
The girls around town assemble. The traveler's son, they come asking where he came from, 'cause they've watched him washing his face near the pond. A curious boy, and they wonder where he came from. He says, I've seen
there it is, he's doing it again.
the world's most beautiful places.
Those little
Still
runs.
I feel as if I'm a walking machine, watching it all through a screen. There ain't nothing in between.
Oh my god.
This might as well not be real.
I love his voice. I love the chord progressions he chooses. I love the runs that he does. I love the note choices he makes within those runs. Love, love, love.
If I'm a walking machine, watching it all through a screen. There ain't nothing in between to me. This might as well not be real. No, 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 yeah.
Oh my god, he rocks the lows.
Imagine
he can just live down there
girls
forever.
Stake him up on a hill. It's an indigo night, there's a chill. The boy's confused, but he's still. As they gather around him, so many of them, they all sing about the pleasures of life. And he cries, why can't I sing along with some feeling or some meaning? It feels like I've always been blind. I don't know why you girls are so...
Is it okay that I run this whole thing back too? It's just every note captivates me, and I want to talk about it all. I know it must get annoying, but damn, is this good.
Always been blind. I don't know why you girls are so kind, but there are so many in line whose lives are in that's lost is mine. No, 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 something happened there, the smell of the grass, or maybe the air. There was no more despair, just something about that night. Maybe the ghosts, they lit some light and made everything right. 'Cause he's never been
I swear, you guys are on a mission to get me to cry in every single one of these reactions. Uh, I've like cried like twice at least today. Let's run this back.
Imagine the girls around town assemble. The traveler's son, they come asking where he came from, 'cause they've watched him washing his face near the pond. A curious boy, and they wonder where he came from. He says, I've seen.
I heard someone, I don't know if it was you, Sage, or somebody else in the comments mention that Tamino here is sort of emblematic of the style of Jeff Buckley. And I, for one, I can't make as much of a leap as that statement because I've only recently been listening to Jeff, but technically I've also only been recently listening to Tamino as well. I see where the similarities can be drawn. It feels like Tamino lives further in the lows than Jeff does. And that said, they still both come up with extremely novel melodies. Very eclectic singers, distinct styles. Those are broader, I guess, attributes that they can relate on, but it doesn't necessarily mean that their music is identical. You know what I mean? It's like you can both be labeled creative but not be making the same music, as a very easy example. But I do still take the point. I see some of the similarity, even visually.
I've seen the world's most beautiful places. Still I feel as if I'm a walking machine, watching it all through a screen. There ain't nothing in between.
Oh my god. The way he ends his phrases needs to be studied. Intoxicating.
Imagine the girls stake him up on a hill. It's an indigo night, there's a chill. The boy's confused, but he's still. As they gather around him, so many of them, they all sing about the pleasures of life. And he cries, why can't I sing along with some feeling or some meaning? It feels like I've always been blind. I don't know why you girls are so kind, but there are so many in line whose lives aren't as lost as mine.
His range is incredible.
Something happened there, the smell of the grass, or maybe the air. There was no more despair, just something about that night. Maybe the girls, they lit some light and made everything right, 'cause he's never been more alive.
This guy is on another level. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Please keep requesting Tamino. Selfishly, I need more Tamino on this channel. Oh my god. Let's check out let's check out the lyrics here. Imagine the girls around town assemble. The traveler's son, they come asking where he came from because they've watched him. So, a new kid comes to town. All the girls are looking at him, right? Judging him, kind of like new kid in school. You feel out of sorts, and everybody's there trying to size you up. Washing his face near the pond, a curious boy, and they wonder where he came from. He says, I've seen the world's most beautiful places. Still, I feel as if I'm a walking machine. Why does he say that? Watching it all through a screen, there's nothing in between. To me, this might as well not be real. Wow. I didn't quite catch that lyric the first time around, walking machine, implying that yes, he's traveled, but he hasn't actually lived in those places. There's a very different experience you'll have when you're traveling and vacationing versus actually, habitually living somewhere, having the routine, building the bonds with the local people, being in school, having a local job, whatever it may be. I often hear this with kids who have to move a lot, like military families. It's hard to find home when you're not settling down anywhere. It's a big reason why parents end up staying in one place for the entirety of a child's life because they would like their child to have a stable childhood. I think personally, I think you can make both work, but there are trade-offs to be considered. Imagine the girls take him up on a hill. It's an indigo night. There's a chill. And indigo is a shade of purple, right? Let me look quick. Indigo, yeah, a shade of purple. There's a chill. The boy's confused, but he's still. As they gather around him, so many of them, they all sing about the pleasures of life, and he cries, why can't I sing along with this with some feeling or some meaning? Feels like I've always been blind. I don't know why you girls are so kind, for there are so many in line whose lives aren't as lost as mine. Man, oh man, I feel like there's so much poetry in Tamino's writing, but a lot of it is coming out in just the simple conversation. And he's in his performance, he is converting the kind of conversational speak into song. That's very impressive. It's as if you were to hear what I'm saying right now and convert it into a song rather than like craft a standard rhyme. You know what I mean? Granted, we still have rhymes here like blind and kind and line and mine, kind of slant rhymes towards the end. But the feeling here, it's a mixture of despair, like I am so lost within myself. How do you find any value in me? I feel like I deserve to be isolated. I don't deserve your gratefulness, your kindness of me and towards me. And I relate to these lyrics a lot because in my life I've felt often like I don't belong. I'm not deserving of a certain thing, which I know are maladaptive, problematic thought patterns to have. I've worked very hard to undo those things, and now I feel like I'm very deserving of good things coming my way. But it is harder to feel like that coming into a situation as an outsider versus somebody who's already well established in a local community or cohort. We are social creatures, but it is also one of the most difficult things to be social, right? It feels like he's kind of not giving himself the chance to be loved and accepted, even though they're doing so with open arms. Now something happened there. The smell of the grass or maybe the air. There was no more despair. Wow, I promise I didn't even realize the line despair was here. It just came to my mind as I was going through these lyrics up here. There was no more despair, just something about that night. Maybe the girls, they lit some light and made everything right, because he's never been more alive. And maybe it just has to do with us introverted types, but we really need a group of loving voices, or just one really powerful loving voice in our lives that lift us up and outside of our own shells, kind of kick us into gear, because we can be our own worst enemies, you know? I have felt like that in my life. A statement I've always kind of journaled over the years has been, I can hurt myself more than anybody else can hurt me. Now, that doesn't mean other people cannot hurt me. Like, sometimes I'll read hurtful YouTube comments and I'll be like, oh man. But I know that that isn't me. You know, I'm not the actual person delivering that hateful comment. It's just me and the way I decide to take it. And if I internalize it and believe that I am that hateful thing, well, you know, then in a sense it was my fault. But you have to kind of learn to rewire these things. And often external voices who are very loving and overwhelming in their love, they prove it to you that you are deserving of love. Anything that is negative that comes your way, let it just wash off the shoulders. And then you come into your own strength and you have the confidence to engage with life. Even if you don't have all of the experiences in the world, you still have your identity. You still have your own confidence. And that is more powerful than anything in this world. It's another beautiful song. I'm definitely going to be listening more to this. Please, if you'd like to request more Tamino, please send, I keep saying please, send me a reaction request using the first link in the description box below. This is a generational artist. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.